Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today, I know I'm starting a bit later than normal. I do apologize for that. I woke up a bit late and still had a bunch of errands I needed to run. But we're still gonna work on the two trees run from yesterday. I felt really good about it, but I just want to make sure I really got the whole run down since I did test a little bit of stuff yesterday. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do a full run of that probably and maybe do a little bit of practice afterwards. What's up, Lemon? How's it going, dude? Okay. Have a good lunch, dude. Tacos, nice. I haven't had a taco in like it's been a while.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I went to Taco Bell not too long ago, but I can't remember when. Like, I feel like it was a while ago. Like, it probably wasn't that long ago, but I just don't remember. Yeah, they are. They are up there in the food category. We don't go out to eat a lot, and we don't really make tacos. We made chicken flautas not too long ago, but other than that, like, I can't think of the last time I went to like Taco Bell or something. I guess I went to a Mexican restaurant a couple days ago on Sunday. Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I went to a Mexican restaurant on Sunday, but I didn't get tacos. Got like a bowl of something. Yeah, taco is still taco, true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't go out to eat a lot and we don't make tacos. So we usually stick to more not taco type food, I guess. No, not white food. We make a lot of Asian cuisine. We make a lot of Korean food. And I think last time we had something that was Japanese. So yeah. That's usually the type of cuisine we have. Yeah. Not tacos. Oh my god, dude, I fucking did it again. I forgot to open the mod. How do I keep doing this? I need to like put this on my stream deck or something. Like, you're not serious, dude. Onigiri molds? Oh, that sounds pretty cool, man. I don't usually get a lot of onigiri when we go out, but Nova usually gets some that I try. I mean, it's usually pretty good. It's just I have other things I prefer over that. Yo, what's up, Spectre? How's it going, dude? I keep forgetting to open the mod when I play. Just open my Elden Ring and then I go to Kale and there's nothing there. I'm like, well, that sucks. Yeah, I saw your I was looking during your run last night and it was like first half of the run was really solid and then there was like a couple of weird things that happened in the second half. But your Malenia was really clean, dude. Yeah, but I mean, stuff like that happens. Just probably like stress from like starting multi-streaming and the tournament being like this weekend. Who did Veilbreak instead of... Okay, how are you supposed to say that? Animnesia? I saw it get announced and I was like, I have no idea how to say that. But I'm not playing it for sure. I'm not interested. Every time I see it, I think amnesia. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll be cool, dude. I'm excited. I think, like, part of it is that everybody's going to be under a bit of pressure on the day of, so I think pretty much everybody's going to make some kind of goofy mistake. So you played Amnesia? How'd you like it, Lemon? First tournament? Well, it's a little confusing. I think a lot of people it's their first tournament, but some people like Spectre have done runs for GDQ, I think, right? So it's like first tournament, but also not really. 1600? Oh, damn, that's kind of expensive, man. We'll see what happens. I don't remember, yeah, true. DLC Bingo's ass. Yeah, I haven't really played it much, and I haven't watched it a ton, but like I can't really get into it. Like I much prefer watching base game Bingo, and that might just be because I don't enjoy the DLC quite as much, but I don't know, I can't really. I'm not a huge fan of DLC Bingo. I thought about signing up, but then I was like, no, it's gonna run like parallel to this tournament, I think, so I'm just not going to. I thought about it though, because it would be a good way to learn the DLC stuff a bit better, but I'm not interested, man. I know some people enjoy routing the Skidoo fragments and stuff, but I don't. Harry Rolana and then FF. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, to me at least, a lot of the collection squares are just kind of boring, which is kind of usually the case, but a lot of times they're better somehow. And in DLC Bingo, I feel like it's not as fun because you already have to collect so much Skidoo. So it's like there's collection squares and then like you naturally have to collect stuff. And then just like, I don't know. Some of the bosses are kind of mid. Map progression, I don't like. Yeah, true. Speedrunner's okay. Two Skidoo. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I do not like the fragment system at all. I think it kind of sucks. Like on a first playthrough, I don't think it's as noticeable because you're exploring stuff and you find the fragments and you're like, oh yeah, this is cool. But then every time you replay the DLC, it's like, okay, I gotta spend 30 minutes to go collect like a bunch of Skidoo for like no reason almost. Like, it's just to kill the boss. It's so awful. I hate it. Because when I first played the DLC, I don't think I really had any problems with it, but the more I played, the less I like it. My biggest two things about the DLC are the fragments, for sure, they're horrible, and I think it's too big. Like, I don't think there's enough meat in it for it to be as big as it is. I feel like there's just too much map progression. Yeah, I really hope they don't do it again. And if they do it again, I hope they change it so it makes more sense. PCR level 10? Yeah, like, yeah, it sucks. Because, like, I think they could do the fragments in a way where it's better. Like, maybe make the scaling not quite as impactful so that you don't have to go get the fragments. And then make it so that, like, side bosses have it. And it's not just, like, some random guy in a fucking jar. Dude, this happened yesterday, too. I think it's just because he's seeing me on that first charge jar, too. I'm gonna have to look at that and figure out what's going on. I think I tried that Spectre and it was really bad, but I might look at it again if I can't get the sword to work. Because I think I tried the magic and it was like really, really bad. And I was like, okay, I can't do that. But then the sword staggered him off the horse in 2 hits, but it didn't do it there. So it might just be that he's seeing me, I'm not getting a stealth hit or something.
Just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
But yeah, I'll try the magic at least. Since I keep having issues with that. How did I line this up yesterday? It probably doesn't really matter. I think as long as I use the arc to hit him, then he turns the other way, which gives me enough time. Lordsorn? I don't think so. 8 strength. 8 strength, 12 dex. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. It's not that much strength. That's a really good idea, actually. I'm gonna have to. I'll go look at it when I go back to Gatefront for Margit. Unless you like know the Rex right off the top of your head. I want to say it's like more than 10 strength, but not more than 15. Like, it's somewhere in that area. And I also forgot to buy the torch here, too. Maybe I won't buy the daggers and the arrows. 16? Yeah, okay. I was afraid of that. So, no, I can't build it. This is a really good thought, though. Wonder if maybe my katana would work. Like, it is unwieldable, but maybe just for the poise damage or something? Pretty sure dog just fell on my head. I'm not really sure where he came from. I was afraid of that. That happened yesterday too, actually, where it hit his knee before it hit the other foot. Of course, all my strats are like having issues now. Yeah, the knee, dude. Like, it happened yesterday too. But yesterday the lightning bolt part hit, so it wasn't a big deal. I don't think I have a save file here either, so it's like 5 minutes into the run though. It's not that bad. Consistent at bad strats. True. Yeah, because when I first started doing that, it was just fine, but I don't know if I'm getting there earlier now or like what's happening, but I hit the knee yesterday. I just got bailed out by the lightning strike hitting his leg. Maybe I could try the unsheath, but I kind of think I tried that and it failed. But I'll at least look at it again. Wait, I think what I'm gonna do when I start is I'm not gonna buy the daggers, the throwing daggers. I'm just gonna buy the torch and maybe the arrows, because the arrows were like 200. So that way I won't spend like 1500 on the daggers, the throwing daggers, and I'll have enough for everything else, and then I can just go back and get those like right before Melania, because I shouldn't need them anywhere else, and even on Melania I probably won't need them, but just in case. I like to have them. And then yeah, I'll look at the Golden Vow Knight because that went badly yesterday. And I'll look at the Golem again. Because I think the reason the Charge R2 works is because it still does the full poise damage. Plus you still get the Lightning Strike for some reason, which also does 20 poise. But on the Unsheath, it's only 15 per, and it doesn't do the wave, which is also 15. So you're losing out on a lot more poise. Oh, you know what though? I will have the torch, and the sword doesn't work because it hits downwards into his foot, but the torch might actually work for staggering him. I don't know why I'm doing that right now. Okay, we have some plans here, I guess. Plans for greatness. Wonder if I should start cheesing the Knight's Cav also for Bloodhound Step on some of these runs. Probably not. Quick Step should be fine as long as I remember to buy the dagger. Should probably make a notes list for what I need to go back and double check on. Maybe I'll do that. Add like a loading screen or something. And I can go and look at my VOD for when I did this before and it worked out and see like if I had different timing or something. Because I think on the night, the only thing is I had a stealth hit on that Charged R2. Which is weird though, because I'm pretty sure on this one I did 2 Charged R2s, one with no stealth, and then a jump R2. Which you would think is enough to stagger him if 2 Charged R2s is enough, but I guess maybe not. So, that's a little concerning. Could always do the fire pot strat actually. That you do at RL1.
Always been in, how can I?
Oh, they have this head in here. It's kind of weird actually. Wonder what like I don't think in the base game it has any passive effects, but it is a farm drop, I think. It's a little strange that it's at that merchant. In Convergence it probably does something. And I do want to get a better feel of what the real time would be on this. Or I guess the in-game time. Because yesterday I went pretty slowly, but I also forgot a couple things that I had to go back and redo. I'm tempted to skip the... I'm not sure that actually worked. Tempted to skip the Kukris and Liurnia by the dragon, but I'm worried I'm gonna need those because I only have 4 for DTS. And I don't think I need any in Stormveil. But I think I'd rather pick them up and be safe. I was also thinking, and I think I can maybe just cut out Axe Talisman entirely. Because, at least on this run, because I think the only boss I use it on is Loretta. And I think we can take it out of her. Like, I think we can take it off there and not have to worry about it because we have the Physic. And then we can just do some Ash of Wars or something after the stagger. Because I can't do the Ash of War for stagger because it knocks her out of her animation. Out of her sleep animation, so I'll have to... Like, I have to do charge R2s there, otherwise it ruins it. But yeah, I think even then we can do 2 charged R2s for the stagger and then do Ash of War a couple times to kill her. Like, I think that'll still work just fine. I'll try it on this one and see what happens. It'll probably be okay, but we'll see. I am kind of getting used to this controller now. It still feels a bit weird, but I'm getting more used to it at least. It's a little strange holding the B button on the top for running sections, because when I need to cast like Unseen Form and stuff, it feels a bit wonky to have to push all that with my pointer finger, but it's getting more normal at least. Perfect. And that first guy aggroed too, so that should be perfectly fine. Trying to think if I need more Kukris anywhere. Because I have, like, screwed up DTS really badly before and used, like, 5. But that's pretty uncommon. And even just, like, playing it safe, the most I normally use is 4. If I can't get away with 3, so... I feel like I don't need to go out of my way to get the extra ones in Liurnia. And then we'll get, like, 8 in Stormveil or something. Which should be enough for the rest of the run, because we don't really use a whole lot. We use a couple in Haligtree, but that's about it, I think. We shouldn't need any for Capital or going up to Fire Giant. And we need... Do we need one in Farum Azula? I don't think so. Because we can just smack the walls there and then use like 2 in Haligtree? 3? Use 1 in Ordina as well. Maybe I'll just go grab one, dude. It's not that big of a time loss. Liurnia is my least favorite part of setup, so. $20, that's crazy. There's no way. What? I guess I did go kill Golem already. There's no way. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I guess usually when I finish Liurnia, I'm like about 27, 28 minutes going to the Vectus. So maybe I'm like a little bit slow or something. I guess I also had the incident with the Golden Vow Knight too, and I picked up an extra Exalted Flesh in Limgrave. And the Golem, I hit his knee too. I guess all those things add up. Actually, I'm gonna go to EG first. Yeah, cause okay, you know what? Screw it, dude. I'm gonna get the Kukris here every time and get the key so that I can avoid the Loretta rain. Not that I've had problems with it, but I have had problems in the past, long time ago. So I don't want I just don't want to think about it. Yo, what's up, Nova? How's it going? I do like that new emote though. Haven't really had a chance to like use it, but I do like it. As much as I don't like getting the key, I think it'll be better. Because I get the Kukris, which I'd rather have them just for like safety. And even though this is technically a little bit slower real time, I think, because you have a couple more teleports than you would with EG. This way's a little safer because you skip the arrows. And there's nothing over there I need anyway. Like for bingo, I usually get Hoarfrost Stomp, but I just don't need that here. So yeah, I think it's fine. Like I think I'm a little bit slow, but I'm not that much slower than normal. I think it's fine. Because I think here I'm usually at about 27-ish. I think yesterday it was 28. Sometimes it's probably been 26, so that's not too bad, but it is a little slower IRL, which is what the event is, because we take a couple more teleports, which saves in-game time, but does not save IRL time. But we're around 2 hours on this, I think, so it's not even really that big of a deal. Although I did add in patches, so maybe we're like 215-ish. 210. And I do have less money here, so I might only have enough for 1 level instead of 2 since I bought stuff at the start, but we're gonna do that a little differently next time. Because I'm curious how it'll go. I think we're almost done with setup too. I'll probably go get Howl immediately after I kill DTS, but that should be the last thing we do before we go kill Margit. Or I guess before we go kill Patches. Just get Unseen Form, visit Roundtable real quick, go get the stones, cheese DTS, and then Howl and we're ready to go. I feel like my setup has been extended a little bit on this, but it's not a big deal. Also, yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, Donut made like a little announcement this morning in the Discords, or not Donut, Numa, saying that time will no longer be a factor in the finals, and that it's just gonna be like a boss relay or something. It actually sounded really cool. Basically, both people pick a boss, and you have to fight both bosses, and whoever has fewer hits wins. Like a boss you already fought. So like you could be Melania, Elden Beast, Horlu, whoever. And both players fight the boss, and whoever has fewer hits wins, and if they tie, they just repeat it, and the 2 bosses they chose are out of the pool. Which is really cool, actually. So not sure if we'll make it to the finals, but if we do, that'll be cool, if there's a tie. Which, like, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because he was saying that some people just have longer setups naturally because of their weapons versus other people's weapons. And so it's like a kind of an unfair advantage to those people, which I totally understand and I agree with, but at the same time, like maybe you gotta route, like I think it's fun to route around speed, so it's like an extra challenge for me is like how quickly can you route this run. So it is unfortunate because I do have a lot of speedier strats, but at the same time I understand where he's coming from, and I think a boss relay is really cool and very fitting for this tournament. Oh my goodness, I'm actually short money here. To use this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to buy those throwing daggers at a different time, because that was way more expensive than I expected. I like the idea of buying the arrows, but not the throwing daggers so much. Because I need the arrows a couple more times than the throwing daggers anyway. And they're a lot cheaper. Because usually when I go to round table right there, I have enough for 2 levels that I put into int, which is all I need for the sword. But right there, I was short money to buy what I needed. Like I couldn't even level up at all. So that is not such a good sign. But like those 2 levels don't really matter anyway. But it would be nice to get them at least. Like, we do still have these runes to pop, but I don't want to do that there. I'd rather just Memory of Grace, the 100 I have. Especially because we're about to go kill DTS anyway. Okay, I don't think the dog was actually attacking me there, but he certainly jumped at me. What the hell is that? Yeah, they do like this little runaway animation thing that looks a little different, and I think that's all it was, but he just did it towards me instead of away. Which looked a little scary. And not too bad on the setup though. We'll probably finish at like 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe. And I would honestly even say that's a bit of a longer setup, but we get everything we need. Like we get Unseen Form, which we could get later, and we get Blue Dancer Golem out of the way, which we could also do later. So this is a bit longer, but we do get most of what we need finished right now. And we get like all of our map progression out of the way too. We've got everything we need in Limgrave and Liurnia, and when we finish we'll have everything done in Altos, which we're headed to our last thing now. And then the only thing we need after this is to kill Gillick at some point, which we already kind of have set up with the first Altus Grace, and then our Somber 7 in the sewers later. Tiebreaker works with, they changed the time. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's gonna work with like the mod, but basically both people pick a boss, and both players have to go fight the boss. And both players have to go fight both bosses that both players picked. And then you're done. Like whoever has fewer hits wins. And if you have the same amount of hits, you just continue the tiebreaker with 2 different bosses. I don't know if you boot up Boss Arena or like if we're gonna use some other mod, or if, like I don't know how that part's gonna work. I think he said Boss Rush. Or maybe he said Boss Arena, so I don't know. Maybe it will be a Boss Arena mod, I'm not sure. I'm sure he'll explain more when we get to the finals. Picks duo. Well, like you just sleep them at that point. Like I don't think it's restricted. No, well, in Boss Arena I don't know, but I'm not sure. Like I would imagine you still could. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure no one will pick duo. It has to be one of the bosses we fought already in one of the 7 runs. So, like, I guess someone could do Fee as champs or something. Actually, that might be one of the finals weeks, but, like, in theory, you could do Fee as champs or something like that. Or you could do Mark, or, like, Melania or Horlu or something. Gideon. Kind of brought him a bit further that time. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's really cool, honestly. Like, I think it kind of extra fits the theme of hitless tournament, which is kind of cool. Whereas I feel like time doesn't really fit as well, but it's more exciting. Yeah, I agree. I think speed is a little trickier because what he was saying is that for the speed aspect of it, at least it's not always fair for all the players because we have different weapons with different needs. So some people's setups are just naturally longer. Like if someone's weapon requires them to get Fire Scorpion Charm, which I think there are a couple of those actually, then it kind of sucks for them because they have a longer setup because they have to go get Fire Scorpion, you know, versus like Blue Dancer's 10 times faster, or like, yeah, Lightning Scorpion Charm. So I understand where he's coming from, and I think it's fair. Did Zephyr ever figure out how to get Lightning Scorpion Charm? Because I remember he was having some trouble with some of the imps in that dungeon, which the imps in that dungeon are really obnoxious. Oh, he shoots them? Okay. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I don't think they can really get super close to you, but those imps do have like a weird event trigger that aggroes you. It's really annoying. Oh, like a nice melee strat or something? Because usually what you do for all bosses no hit, because that's the only reason you ever go in there, is just use it like Giga range for it.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old so here, perhaps.
Pull them under a saw? Interesting. Yeah, there is a blade in that room. Interesting, yeah, I mean, I guess that would work, huh? A little strange, but I guess, yeah. I wonder if Link came up with that for Reduvia. Oh, excuse me. Witty? Yeah, Witty would make sense. He's ridden some weird ass runs, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did it too, actually. Because I think he got... Maybe he didn't get Lightning Scorpion Charm on his All Remembrances plus DLC. I was gonna say maybe he did, but I don't think so, actually. Because I think he skipped on Fire Scorpion Charm too, which is crazy for that run, by the way, but I think he did end up skipping it. So he had a couple different strats and stuff, but still. I can't believe he did that with Bloodfiend Arm and like fire spells and Blasphemous Blade. Like, I don't know, that is crazy, dude. Like, I don't know how your two main weapons are fire weapons. Fire and holy, to be fair. And you completely skip out on the fire damage. Like, I think he had... I know he had Blasphemous Blade, which is fire. I know he used Fire and Fusion, which is obviously fire. And I'm pretty sure he used, like, Frenzied Burst and Catch Flame, also. And he skipped Fire Scorpion Charm. Like, that is crazy. I cannot believe he did that, and I can't believe it worked so well. Crazy, dude. Just crazy. I don't think these guys aggro me in here. You scheming little thief. Poise Broker? Holy shit. What a legend, dude. Absolutely crazy behavior. Yeah, I saw the I saw the part of the first game. I saw that side lost, unfortunately, but what's the score right now? Oh damn, nice, dude. It's a big lead. It's quite a big lead. Yeah, that makes sense from what I remember from Bingo. Kind of. Plus, like, I don't know, I feel like deaths are more punishing in Randocalypse, so it kind of makes sense you'd want to be a bit safer on your fights. Oh, I didn't want to riposte. Wait. Stupid till you're almost dead. He'll fight Giga Stupid? Yeah, sure. Whatever works. Sorry, Gostock. Gotta go, buddy. I was tempted to do Randocalypse. I did like one of the practice seeds or something, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I did horribly, but... that guy's not gonna hear that, is he? See, I did pretty badly, but it was cool. I really did think about doing it. What did I do in here? Did I just use the bow, maybe? No, I used Pebble, dude. I forgot about that. Oh, I can do this for now, I guess. So I don't think these are gonna hit me. Yeah, I used Pebble, dude. That was genius yesterday. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, I'll just make sure to use Pebble through here. Like, I'll make sure I have it equipped. I think that other guy who's walking around is still at the very bottom. So you got overloaded in a shit spot. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, I'll just pick this class. It has a good weapon, it has decent armor, and then like the first 4 things I got was like this big shield and heavy armor. And I was overloaded for like 5 bosses. I was like, wow, this sucks, dude. So I stopped. It was really funny. Yeah, heavy load is more bearable, but overloaded is so bad. And like, it was cool, I did enjoy it, but it just, I don't know, it's one of those things where I know people are going to optimize the shit out of it, which they have, and it is really impressive, but I didn't really want to spend the time into optimizing that much and practicing and all that, especially when I have like this no-hit tournament, so I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about it, dude. It's not that big of a deal. It was tempting, but like, they're still playing the finals right now, and the season is about to start for this, so like, it would have overlapped a little too much, I think. But it's cool to see like Kata and Chemist and Sai and Shura and all these other people do really well with optimization and stuff. Even when they lose, it's still like, it's still really impressive. Same for Sirius's rando tournament, like play against the pros or whatever it's called. Like, that was something else I kind of wanted to do because I really enjoyed doing the rando races, but people are gonna optimize the crap out of it, and I'm just, it's not really something I'm super interested in. And like, I don't know, it's just, it's gonna overlap with this tournament, and I don't want to overlap a bunch of tournaments and stuff. I just decided not to. I think it's just easier that way for me. Nice. Oh, that is not right. Oops. Plus, I think another thing about Randocalypse is that a lot of the thinking in that is very different to the thinking I'm used to, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of the thinking I do is hitless and bingo related, so it's like this, those two are different types of thinking as well, but it follows like a same pattern a little bit of like bingo. You do this if this happens, or you do this if this happens, and you can do this until this, and yada yada. But then, like, for hitless, it's like, okay, I have X weapon. What do I want to make X weapon be very strong? But for, yeah, for rando thinking, it's very different. It's like, okay, I found a great rune here. So where are the most likely checks? Or like, I have this shit weapon. What is a boss like I saw, or like a path I can take to get rid of it and hopefully get something better? Like, it's a different type of thinking, and I don't want to have to keep learning new ways of like thinking about how to play the game differently. It's more exhausting, I think, because like my boss execution is obviously really good, and I like that, and it will probably stay really good even if I play rando and stuff. But the thinking is what really drains me, of having to think and learn new ways of thinking. Like, it's very exhausting. Yeah, I did back when who was it? Ginger? Back when Ginger was hosting rando DLC stuff, I played a couple practice seeds with some people. I wasn't competing, but I just thought it was fun. And it got to the point where people like started really optimizing, and I was like, I can't do this. I don't like it. It's not fun. So I just stopped. Which is kind of what's happened to the base game 2v2 rando, I think, a little bit. Is people have started optimizing it for playing against the pros and stuff, and it's just, I don't want to optimize it and stuff. It's just fun to play for fun. Which I might play a couple more for fun, because I know there are still people who do that, but it's just, people start grinding it out and practicing all the time. I'm like, yeah, this isn't fun anymore. Like, it's too much. And honestly, the same thing happened for the 2v2 bingo. Is like, it was really fun when people were just like goofing off with it, and then it got like super serious, and it was like, okay, well, that sucks. You're deathless. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, like, that's the other thing too about rando, is there's a lot of RNG involved. Like, it doesn't matter if you play perfectly and like you have perfectly optimal punishes and trades with bosses and stuff, but like if someone takes a weird path and gets all 7 great runes, and you take a normal path and don't get it, like, you're just kind of screwed, which sucks. Because the logic, like, I understand there's logic in it that kind of is supposed to make sense, but I don't know, I feel like it's too inconsistent for me. Yeah, stuff like that. There was one I played with Harv and some other people, and like, I think, how am I short on faith? There's no way, right? Holy shit, I actually don't have enough for Howl, dude. And that sucks. Oh well, I guess. I guess those early levels actually matter, because I'm 2 levels short, which is exactly what I lost. And I did also put one into like endurance, and I put a couple extra into strength that I didn't need to, but yeah. 2 levels. 2 levels short. It's crazy. But yeah, there was one seed I did with Harv and some other people, and Harv did Volcano Manor. And I'm pretty sure like 5 of the 7 great runes were in Volcano Manor. And nobody else did Volcano Manor as early as he did, and he smoked everyone by like 20 plus minutes or something. It was, maybe 20 minutes is dramatic, but he did beat everybody by a good bit, because he found every single great rune in Manor. Like, I think, I can't remember exactly what it was. There was like 1 or 2 on the main path. Like, I think there was one at Smaragd Check, like the key. And then there was one at like Morgott or something. And then Volcano Manor had 2, and they had the thing that takes you to Mogwin, which was also 1. So Volcano Manor had like 3. And It was crazy, dude. It was so crazy. And yeah, it just like I played that and it was like, wow, that really sucks. Like I had a really good game and it just like it didn't matter because of RNG. So that's one of the things about rando I don't love, but I think if you have more than 7 checks it feels better at least, but I'm not sure how you balance it. Like I'm not a rando player, so that's stupid to do other checks and get medallion. Oh really? Interesting. Because yeah, usually, oh boy, whoops. Usually what people do is you do other checks first, and then you get the medallion and do it later. But I guess if you go straight there, like, I don't know. Like, it just comes down to RNG. Like, that's all it is. Like, maybe you get the medallion from your first check. Like, maybe you get it from, like, Red Wolf or Granola or something. But maybe you don't. Maybe you get it at, like, Melania and Haligtree or something. And Melania's not even a great rune. Can't believe I'm really 2 levels short for Howl, dude. That is crazy. Yeah, it is kind of wild, dude. It is really fun. I do agree. It is a lot of fun, but it's kind of crazy.
The stars have aligned. The festival.
Like, I would even understand if it was like a best of 3. It would make the season really long, I think, but best of 3 I would even understand because you're playing like a majority of games at that point, so whoever has the better overall strat wins despite RNG, but I just, like, even then, that's still just crazy to me. I guess I don't need this. Damage is probably gonna be pretty ass here. Using Sherman last season to optimize the best route and then got good at that route. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh boy. See how this is. I know I said damage was gonna be ass and then I one-cycled them, but you know, it is what it is, dude. And yeah, like I do think there's a lot of skill that goes in rando, just to be clear. Like there is skill that goes in it. It's not just complete RNG, but there's enough RNG in it that it's just I don't particularly enjoy it, I don't think. It's just a more for fun thing, not a competitive thing for me. Okay, so we are gonna go in capital now, get our 7, but I want to go ahead and get a faith. And I should have plenty after anyway, but just be safe and make sure I have enough. I don't have to kill anything. About an hour, yeah, we're a little slow here, I think, but it is what it is. Wonder, I could probably do Gillico without Howl or anything. Yeah. Did I do Morgoth again? I think I did, oh yeah, I did no buffs, that's what I did. No buffs, and then 2 Ash of War, jump art 2, Reposed Ash of War, I think that's all it was. I'm pretty sure he bleeds on one of those hits too. I was told a while ago that this path is actually a little faster to Avenue Balcony than the Avatar if you don't miss a jump. Which I always find a little hard to believe, but at the same time not really, because I feel like the Avatar's slower whenever I do it. Because you have to throw the Kukri and wait for him to turn around, and then you have to crouch that whole time. So it always, like, definitely always feels slower. Is it really? I heard that it's only like faster by like a second or so. Like it's not enough to really matter, but I don't. Is it safe to sprint past Avatar? I guess like if you're full sprinting, no Kukri or anything, then it is faster, but it's not safer. You're ready to roll, yeah. Yeah, for hitless, I see a lot of people go by the Avatar, and they like crouch and stuff, but I always feel like rooftops is safer, and it's faster. As long as you hit the jumps on the first try, which you should be able to do most of the time, I feel like. Yeah, I guess Avatar's faster if you're just full sprinting all the way through everything. Capital skip twice. Yeah, I've been tempted to do capital skip because I actually got it pretty consistent during bingo, but I still don't. I don't love it. So Maybe not just yet. Maybe for like a speed run if I did. Like if I ever go back and do the House Lannister run or whatever, then I'll do it. But other than that, probably not. I think I'd rather have some endurance here. I don't have great scaling on this, so. Yeah, that makes sense. Capital skip twice is probably the best option anyway. Elevator shortcut? Ain't no way, bro. Capital skip is surely faster than elevator. Okay. I do not like seeing people do elevator and hitless. It pisses me off and I don't know why. Runes, okay, that's fair. It gives like what, 42k or something with the 35k, and then the rune on the side is like 5 or something. I don't know. It's like about 40k. That's fair, but I feel like after doing so many runs, the time it takes to go pick those up is not really worth the rune value. Like even at this point, that's about like 3 or 4 levels. Like it's better value than I thought, to be completely honest, but it's still not great. Mr. Short 2 lul's true. Very true, actually. I deserve that one. But look, I needed those 2 levels before Radahn, not in Capital, so what can you do? But yeah, I mean, I don't know, I feel like in most runs, like you're cheesing Bellbearing Hunter or Knight's Cab or Grail, and then you also cheese DTS. Like that gives you so much more money that it would probably be like 2 or 3 levels at this point. And I feel like it's just not really worth it to go get the runes and the shortcut. Like I'd rather just be faster and lose like a level in total or something. Although I did pick those runes up for a while, I just never got the shortcut. Shortcut just feels way slower. Bro. What was that? Not my best fight, that's for sure. Just kind of went straight into the corner and did some unfortunate attacks. I think I'm gonna try this whole run without Axe Talisman though and see what happens. Zero 1, nice dude. Have a good nap, Lemon. The Abandoner? What's up, Ellie? I'll be on eventually, don't worry. Surely, at some point. Abandoner. Have y'all been doing 2v2 DLC rando instead of 2v2 base game rando? I'm not supposed to use buffs here. I can't say I am gonna be back for that though. Both, but lately DLC? Okay, that makes sense. I'm not a fan of the DLC. DLC Rando's okay, but not my preferred choice of game. But maybe I'll be on eventually. People just, during the last season, I feel like people optimized DLC so much, and I'm so out of that loop that I just, too far gone, you know? Special modded Hillis run? Possibly.
Hello, allow me. You are unable to prevent the thorns.
This might be that weapon, might be a weapon from base game, you never know.
Like to the flame then, and I
Yeah, true. I guess that's
shall let
a good point.
share them with me.
Like, it's just like a small version of Ruin's Greatsword, that's all. That's all it is. Wait, this is the modded run. I had a pretty solid run yesterday, and I did a bit of practice, so I wanted to do another run today and see if I could actually get it. Yeah, game is this weekend. Should be casted on Numa's channel, Numa A E I think it is. Our match is from, I think it's 10 a.m. Central to 1 p.m. Central. It's not going to take that whole time, but he just set aside a huge amount of time for all the games. And I'm probably going to get smoked this week by Marshall because Marshall is significantly better at hitless than I am. So we'll see what happens. People could catch me up easily. Yeah, I guess so. I do know like a couple of the skips and stuff, but maybe it wouldn't be too bad. Maybe I'll give it a shot at some point today. I've kind of just been playing a lot of other games though lately, so not so much Elden Ring. No, it's a it's a race, but whoever has the least amount of hits wins. And if you both have the same amount, then it's just a tie. Nothing special for the regular season. Excuse me. So yeah, as far as I understand, it's like whoever, like you both play and do your run, and whoever has fewer hits wins. And if you tie, you get split points. And it's like, it's kind of weird because it's like you want less hits but more points. So yeah, it's like if you win, you get 3 points. If you lose, you get 1 or 0 or something. And if you tie, you get like 2 or something. Like you both get 2, you both get 1. I can't remember, but that's what the regular season is. And then for finals, if you tie, there's a tiebreaker where you both pick a boss that you already fought on one of your 7 runs, and both players fight both bosses, and whoever has fewer hits wins the tiebreaker. Yeah. Time was going to determine points, but not anymore. Time just is irrelevant now. Which is kind of sad, but I kind of understand the guy's reasoning for it. Which I kind of wish time was an element, to be honest, because I feel like of all of the runners, I'm one of the faster ones. But also I understand where he's coming from, because he was saying a lot of people's weapons take a lot longer to get set up, and that is like a really big disadvantage, since some people just don't need to do that. So I do understand where he's coming from with that, but I do like the time aspect if it was still there. How much anime they watch? Yeah, true. Does my weapon tell you I watch a lot of anime or a little bit of anime? You can be honest. Some of the weapons are pretty fucking wild. Anime stuffy. Ellie, I hate to tell you, I actually don't watch any anime. Might be a bit of a shocker, but I don't watch anime at all, really. I don't think it's bad. I just don't watch a lot of TV in general. We went on a cruise like 8 years ago or something, and I shared a room with my brother and my stepbrother, and they watched one called Hellsing Academy, I think, and I watched that with him. It was like one season. I think it was like 10 episodes. It was pretty good. It was my first anime, so it was a little interesting. There's a lot of boobs and a lot of blood. And like it was good, I guess, but I don't really remember much. And then I watched like a couple episodes of some other stuff, but nothing crazy. Fucked in on Restaurants? Yeah, true. Look, Restaurants is a goated game. You wouldn't understand. You're not a rat. Okay, honestly though, I'm not gonna lie. I played a lot of cooking games with like friends and stuff, just like the co-op cooking games like Overcooked and Played Up and stuff. And I liked Overcooked when I first played it. It was a lot of fun. And then I played Played Up, and I was like, man, this game is so much cooler. You get to like buy these furniture items for your restaurant and upgrade it, and you can choose different recipes and stuff. And I thought it was really cool, but Restaurants is even better because first of all, you're a rat. Who doesn't want to be a rat? And that's crazy. So you're a rat. And you're a rat, dude. There's nothing better. You're a rat. And second of all, you can play blackjack with your money in the basement. And like, who doesn't want to play blackjack and gamble all your money away for your restaurant? And then there's a skill tree where you can upgrade, which is kind of cool. There's like different things you can major in, kind of. So like your chef wants the chef things like faster cutting speed, and you have a chance to save your ingredients when you're mixing stuff together. And then like your waiter would want like the movement speed and the extra hand slots and stuff. And so there's like different specialties that you would want to go into. And then there's a ton of different recipes you can make. And on top of that, you get to completely decorate your restaurant with different like tables and chairs and stuff. And then you also have to order all of the supplies for your restaurant. Like you have to order the ingredients, the tables, the chairs, the cutting boards, all that stuff. Like it's actually really, really cool. Like it is a lot of fun. Lemon said he watched the trailer and he felt like his brain got worse or whatever, but honestly, like it is a really fun game. And you can play blackjack too. I swear every day my brother goes straight to the basement and plays some blackjack, and we either like lose or gain $1,000. It's so funny. But yeah, it is honestly like a fun game. It's probably not for everybody, but it is like of the cooking games the few cooking games I have played, it is one of the more fun ones for me. Because you can change your menu around too. Like we have like 20 or 30 recipes or something, but we can only put 8 on our menu. So there's like a bit of optimizing like which recipes you want for which customers and stuff. Okay, have fun at work, Ellie. Yeah, I'm down later probably. I've been enjoying New Patch a lot. So yeah, I'm down. Oh, show. Especially because my third roommate's out of town, so he usually won't play anymore right now. So yeah, we should have plenty of space. All right, thanks for the good luck. Good luck at work. My mistress. Perfect. I'm gonna ignore that snail that just aggroed me because I ran way too close to him. Oh my god, dude. Man, this run is brutal. I think it was actually that one that aggroed. Maybe I should re-stealth actually when I get to here-ish down there before I do that jump. I feel like when I do stealth right there, I lose all my momentum for the jump, but probably be safer for this snail. We got a pretty good fire giant strat yesterday too, I think, so shouldn't be too worried about him. I might switch my physic though to charge attack. Actually, no, we weren't really short on damage, so I'll just leave it how it was. We are kind of short on money, to be honest, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a problem. Like, I feel like I had 40 strength here yesterday, but certainly do not have that right now. I have like 20 something, like 25 maybe. 30 with Source Seal, 35. Okay, I guess I have 40 with Source Seal and Great Rune. So I have about 30. Don't remember when I got 20 endurance yesterday though, because one of the big negatives about this weapon is it uses a lot of endurance, so I do want to get more of that at some point. I just don't remember when I got it yesterday. I want to say it was after Fire Giant. Okay, Solve looks good. Nice. A little bit close there on the end. Like, usually I think I have the damage to do that, but it's not a big deal. Like, my howl probably wore off or something. Yeah, really not a big deal there. Not at all. So far, this is a pretty good run, though. Pretty good run again. Like, the consistency is probably there. Just, I'm a little worried about Melania, because I haven't really... Like, I don't really feel like I've gotten her quite yet to where I want her to be, but overall, she's pretty good. It's just, like, phase 1 is almost scripted, and I want to greet it, but I know I shouldn't. I can actually probably afford to do all strength here. But yeah, phase 2 is pretty solid. Just the after her first flower, the L2 R2 feels good, but the L2 R1 is a little sketchy there, but it's so damn good. Because that's like you only need 1 or 2 R1s after that for a poise break, and then she's basically dead. Because you get poise break, riposte, L2 R1 and then like R1, and she's probably gonna bleed in that point somewhere. Yeah, this has been a pretty solid run. Can't complain too much. What's up, Nartok? It's a hitless competition, so basically there's 8 players. I think I have a command for it if you do !league. But basically there's 8 players. They each have their own unique modded weapon, and we route. There's 7 weeks, I think. We route 7 hitless runs, 7 different hitless runs, and we play each other in like a head-to-head on the weekend. And whoever has, like, you both do the same run with your unique weapon, and whoever has fewer hits wins. And you play, I think we play each player. Does that command actually explain it? Not really super well, but anyway. I think we play each player once, and whoever has the most points goes to the finals. And then finals are essentially the same thing, but with different routes. And week 1 starts this weekend. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm curious if people in Ignite would be interested in something like this, but I kind of don't think so. Like, I wanted to see if I could do an event in Ignite like this, but I just don't think people would be interested in it enough. Maybe if I set it up properly, but I don't know. Because when Shura was doing the like Le Precipice and the Carrier Manor hitless stuff, like, people didn't really seem super interested in that. Yeah, I think I'm wondering if I could like reduce setup somehow, because I think that's one thing that this format doesn't really have is reduce setup. I think if you could reduce setup and have speed be an aspect, people would be more interested in it, but it's a little tricky to do that. Like, you'd have to give unlocked graces, which would be easy enough. And then you'd have to come up with, like, I would say you have to come up with some kind of restriction, like, no meta weapons like Serpent Hunter Balls or Starfists, because I feel like those are just too good, and everyone would use them. Yeah, speed for sure, yeah. Like, I think, what's his name? I think what Hob did, something along that would be cool. Like, where you can put pressure on your opponent with speed. Like, I think that could work. So, I've been really tempted to try and craft something, but maybe I'll have to wait till after this tournament is over, so I have a little more time on my hands for it. Because I've been really busy since, like, last bingo season, I feel like. With bingo and then holidays and now this. I feel like Apostle turned weird there. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably try and craft something up and see if people are interested, but we'll see. Also, I probably wouldn't use modded weapons in the, if I did it in Ignite. They're cool and they're really fun, but they are a little OP. Yeah, there's modded, it's like a modded weapon. I think it's Cleaver's moveset pack or something. And to be fair, it is really cool, but every single weapon people are using is like super busted, so. Yeah, they're actually insane, but I probably wouldn't do this. Probably wouldn't do modded, that's for sure. But yeah, I do really want to see if people would be interested in it. I'm just not sure. Not sure how I would go about doing it. Definitely have some speed aspect for sure. I definitely almost missed that jump. Giant Crusher? Yeah. I honestly think Giant Crusher is not the best hitless weapon, but it is a pretty sick hitless weapon for sure. Just not, maybe not the best, but it's really cool. And that's the other thing is I feel like a lot of people in Ignite haven't really ever expressed interest in hitless runs. So like not only would it be kind of foreign for a lot of people, I just don't think it would really hit the same way that like Bingo does or like Rando Races or something. Even if it was cool, I don't think it's the right audience. But we'll see. Maybe I'll try like a small weekend event or something. I don't know, it could be like every hit equals like a time penalty or something. So that it's still primarily a speed thing, but it's just also has an element of hitless in it. And like if you finish first, your opponent has to finish within like however many minutes of you, or else they get like a big penalty or something. At that point, it's like a hitless speedrun almost. But I guess if that's what the people want, if that is even what they want, maybe I'll talk to like Hoosier about it and see what he thinks, or maybe some of the other Firekeepers. Because I've even thought about talking to Sai about having like a personal mod for me for hitless to have like unlocked graces and stuff to reduce setup time. And that section is so much easier with the bow. I've done so many like weapon only runs and stuff. I forget what it's like to be blessed with range. Remember on the bubble bath run I did, I just killed the dragon with the Great Oracular Bubble. That run was so dumb. It was a lot of fun though. A lot better than the kill yesterday. Yeah, the kill yesterday was kind of scuffed. I don't remember what happened. I think I tried to backstep and I couldn't because I forgot about the like weird parry thing. If you just don't do an unsheath. And then I didn't get a stagger. I don't know if the stagger got eaten on the transition or not. You know, maybe I'll go ahead and start crafting it. Like, I'll figure out what I like about this hitless format and what I don't like about it. And I'll try and turn it into like a hitless speed thing. Just like a little weekend test and see if people in Ignite enjoy it or not. I have to come up with, like, I don't think you would want to just do any percent. And I think you'd have to ban certain weapons like Serpent Hunter and Starfist and Iron Balls and stuff. Maybe you could do like a certain class of weapons actually. Like you have to use only great spears or something. Or like only daggers. That would be fucking rough. I imagine most people would pick the same weapon. But, you know, maybe different weapons and different objectives, like kill Melania, kill like, I don't know, Commander Gaius or something. I feel like stuff like that might be kind of fun, but you have to come with a lot of objectives, I think. I don't know. I'll look at it and figure something out, surely.
And here you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit. She'll take the throne. I guess that helps for us.
3 hits that time. It's a little concerning. I might get Red Feather for this, dude. I just don't trust him.
Not even you.
Last time I took 2, though. Guess I had like 1 more level in strength or something. So there's an Ash of War physic, dude. That'd be kind of busted, I think, but it would be a lot of fun. Nice. I love that finisher, dude. That is so sick.
Befits a crown.
I think I decided to do this no buffs, but in phase 2, but I think I might just try and do Howl again. Not sure how well that'll go, but I mean, I shouldn't get Madness procced, I don't think. Nice. Pretty solid 80% again, dude. Yesterday we did do some testing, but still got it at least, man. That was pretty good. Am I reading this correctly? There's no way that's right. What the fuck? L1 armament, 381. When I put 1 point in dex, 2 points in dex, it goes to 713? Because I was looking at this and I was like, strength isn't doing anything for my L1 armament, which is my katana. There's no way that's gotta be a bug, right? Hang on a second. What the fuck, dude? Okay. So right now, we go hit some poor soul over here. I'm not counting this if I get hit here, I'm just kind of curious on this. 1844. That can't be right. There's no way that's right. It's at 879, right? What? 882. Yeah, like it didn't go up that much. Like that can't be right, right? 1850? I don't even remember what the first number was. It wasn't that high though. Surely that's a bug, dude. 1844, thanks, Zephyr. How's it going, by the way, Zephyr? 6 names. That's gotta be like a visual bug or something. There's no way. 18. That's a 1879 or 879. I think it's at 879. 879. $890. That's not that big of a jump. But then, dude, that's so weird looking. Wrapping up work, nice, dude. Yeah, you got here just in time to save my poor brain from remembering something. 890. 893. So Dex is like slightly better at this point, I guess. Wonder how good magic is. I don't even know which part of the sword does magic damage. Like, I don't think either of the explosive parts, because that... slightly better. Whatever, just look and see. 896. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll hit 60 strength, but I feel like it's not worth going to the magic. I'm gonna get 5 dex for sure, or 5 endurance. See, I feel like for these, I'm just gonna do Night Comet, so I would want to go into Int at this point, because I would have already done Plassi most likely, which means I just need the Int. But for this run, okay, I'm not getting Magic Scorpion or anything. Whatever, dude, fuck it, I'll just go 70 strength, and then switch. I might try and find a better lineup for that, for this, but that line has been working pretty well for me. Oh yeah, true, the dex plus the lightning. I didn't think about that. I was watching you practice some yesterday after Spectre raided you, and your damage is actually a lot better than I was expecting. I don't know why, I was just expecting... Like, I remember testing it and I didn't like it very much, so I just was expecting worse damage, but I think I used that weapon in a bad way, where I did not reach its full potential at all. Nice. All downhill. Yeah, that's fair, because I feel like this one is kind of the juiciest run in general. Just because you get the full 80%, which is just a shit ton of money. I framed the Megastorm? Maybe. I'm not gonna try it, but maybe. Maybe I'll try it some other time, but I mean, that strat's pretty good. I don't really want to change it into something. If it's cooler, if I get more style points, maybe. We'll see. It's all about the style points, dude. Whatever earns me the most style points, because then I'll win the tournament for sure. Oh, yeah. I did try it yesterday and I got hit, but I think it was because my timing was a bit off. So, I think you're right, because I did do, I did iframe the Horaloo grab in phase 2, the opener grab. So yeah, I bet you're right. I bet I probably could. The only tricky thing with the Ash is that it has 2 hits and it kind of moves you a lot, so it's a little tricky to get both hits in, I think. Pretty gross of me? No, it's pretty sexy of me, is what you mean to say. We all know that's what you're thinking, Zephyr, so it's okay. You can just come out and say it. It's fine. I did it again today and it worked perfectly, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Same difference, sure. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it until it fails, and hopefully it doesn't fail on Saturday morning, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, maybe I'll try it on Nile. It's just like it's really consistent on Horaloo because I get pushed into him, and I feel like it's not gonna be quite the same on Nile, but we'll see. I'll try it at least.
Please, no. Dear me.
Yeah, point one is on the wrong day. Yeah. That's the scary part, but I don't know, it's probably fine because I got some different RNG today, but as long as I can upkeep the poise, like I don't think it'll matter because I think I do enough damage that I won't get the poise break on the transition. But if I do, surely I can roll out of it or something. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. I guess hopefully we won't find out, is what I should say. I'd rather just not know. By the end of the season, I'd rather just not know. How fast was your 2 trees run, by the way? Yeah, that would be ideal. $210? Okay. I think that's about where mine is. And I even kill patches on this just to be extra safe. I don't care. I'll be a wuss and do it. I don't know if there's a single other runner killing patches, but I'm going to, damn it. I'll be the unique one. Oh, Spectre, are you doing it too? Sweet, I'm not the only one then. I haven't really seen... I've only really seen a couple people practice, and Spectre, I honestly didn't think you were doing Shackle, but it makes me feel better knowing that you are. And Zephyr, it hasn't looked like you're getting Shackle. Meta hasn't fucking practiced at all. She's still routing hitless runs, so... like... hard to see her strats at all. And Marshall, I haven't even seen Marshall practice yet. So like, I don't know, bro. Like, and the other half of the players, I don't even know them. So, although like Azaz does stream at a time when I'm usually like sleeping and stuff. And Marshall first tried 2 trees. Okay, that's great. That's just fantastic, dude. Just what I want to fucking hear, dude. He's gonna destroy me, dude. Like, I feel like I'm playing against a baby version of Gino this weekend. Then I can chill. I mean, maybe, dude. I don't know. Like, everybody is really good in the tournament. Like, there's not a single person where I'm like, oh yeah, this will be a free match. Like, every match is gonna be scary. I'm gonna go watch Marshall's VOD though and see his 2 trees. Yeah, Marshall opened Elden Ring like a month ago, and he did his first playthrough, and he almost did it entirely hitless. And he was like, yeah, this game's too easy, so he did R1+0, 80% all great runes, all remembrances, in like the span of a month. Except for themselves. Yeah, that's true. But look, it's different, okay? It's different for me. Alright, I'm washed. I haven't played, and that's not true. That's just not true. Obviously, like, I've had 2 good runs of this so far. I think the hardest thing for me, though, is the thing I think personally of myself, that's my biggest struggle, is my consistency. Because I am really good at all these fights, and I've probably done all these fights at some point, multiple times, R1+0 no-hit, but it's just my consistency is lacking. Like, I've done, I don't know, like a quarter of Malenia fist only, but, like, I can't do that every single day, you know? And there are some people out there who just can, so... I don't know, like, what I'm supposed to do to improve my consistency by a huge margin, But that is probably the biggest thing I struggle with. Like, I guess it's just practice and repetition, but I feel like I do that so often, and I'm still not consistent. Nine to 12 or 0 to 2. Yeah, like it's just, I don't know, it's just hard to feel good when I feel like I'm not consistent enough. And Marshall, like, I think that's where, like, yeah, sure, I do have Elden Ring experience over Marshall, which is important, but I feel like hitless experience is, in general, more important for this kind of tournament because his consistency will come into play. Like, his consistency that I don't have, if that makes sense. Whereas, like, yeah, sure, I've seen a lot of those, like, rare chance hits, but like, I feel like that's less impactful in a tournament like this. And maybe I'm wrong about that, we'll see, but that's at least how I feel for now. But I think this weekend, weekend 1, best case scenario for me is that we tie. I don't think there's a world where I will just straight up beat him. I mean, maybe, but I feel like it's unlikely. Consistency and mental. Yeah, that's true. Surely. Surely. Although I don't know if Marshall, like, Marshall's had a lot of viewers before, like, arguably a lot more than me, but I feel like in a tournament like this, your personal viewership isn't as high because people are probably watching the main broadcast. And this is speaking on my experience from Bingo. Like, during Bingo, I don't have as many viewers myself, but there's, like, a lot more people watching Hoosier's stream. So it's like you have personal lower viewership, but overall higher viewership because of the main broadcast. You just don't know who's watching on the main broadcast. So, like, you are essentially performing on broadcast, which I've done a lot with Bingo, but I don't know if that's really going to phase Marshall because he has had a large number of viewers from doing big hitless runs like, what was it, like God Run All Bosses or something? What's up, Jode? Thanks for blessing the run. Shantytown child. That's awesome. I love that for you, Spectre. Oh yeah, I saw that you used the heavy unsheath a little bit yesterday, Spectre, and it seemed really, really strong. How did you like it? And did you test it like in other places too? I fucking knew that was gonna happen, bro. XZ, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream today? What's up, Meta? What's up, Mouse? What's up, Sobo? I had a hunch, XZ, that you were gonna raid me once Jode came in and posted like 15 of your emotes. Just a little hunch. Not trying in 2 months, yeah, true. It looks slow, but I think it's a little faster because you can roll out of it, and then you can also grease it, which I'm not sure if grease or the like weapon buff is better. Thanks for the good luck, Meta. Appreciate it. Thanks for the good luck, XZ. Yeah, how are your runs today, XZ? How was your stream? I saw you playing Sekiro earlier. On Steam, because we're friends on Steam now, so I can stalk your every movement. What's up, Sai? Horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Sometimes that's just how runs go. I hope your runs are better next time. Did you go out of town for holidays or anything? I think I saw you out of town for at least a little bit. Blood Flame Blade? That might be really good, yeah. Yeah, so you're just washing off the rust, that's all it is. At least that's how I felt yesterday. Did you have good holidays at least? Yeah, I wonder, because what does the buff on the weapon do, Spectre? Isn't it like Knight's Resolve or something? Or Flame Grant Me Strength? Because I was wondering if maybe you could use it and then use Blood Flame Blade and like keep the buff part and just sack the Knight's Resolve, even though the Knight's Resolve looks really damn good. Hey, GG's on your match, by the way, Sai. I saw the results, so I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, but it looks like it was a pretty solid match at least. I'm actually gonna go down here on this run. Yeah, that guy seemed like he was insane. Like, once I saw his camera, I don't know why his camera was such a big tell for me. I was like, this guy's probably insanely good at the game. Like, I don't know, some people just have that kind of look in their eyes. 2 buffs, one is Knight's Resolve, and one is a 7.5% body buff. Gotcha. So yeah, I guess you could like sack the Knight's Resolve for the bleed, but I don't know, you'd have to test it and see where it's better and stuff. Yeah, some of the weapons are like actually just nuts, dude. It's crazy. They're a lot of fun to use though, but I was tempted to do a couple runs with some of them, like real hitless runs, but I think they're gonna be too strong that it'll kind of ruin it by simply being too good. I did see down at iframe waterfall. That was so stupid. This is actually like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, Rune's Greatsword Uchi, pretty much. And they are really fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like using these, but they're a little bit strong. Lightning Fist? Yeah, that one was also really cool, Sai. That was my second choice, I think. I almost chose the Frenzied Reaper as my third, but I just couldn't quite bring myself to do it. Interesting. Thanks, Chode. Dracendol plus plus. Yo, what's up, Phoebe? Thank you so much for the 24-month resub. Holy moly. I can't believe it's been that long. I still remember, like, it was a long time ago, Phoebe. It was a long time ago, but I remember you were in my chat and you were like, you seem like a cool guy. I'll get someone to raid you real quick. And I don't remember who it was, but someone raided me and it was awesome. At least I'm pretty sure that was you, like ages and ages ago. I'm gonna need to watch that at some point. I've never seen like the waterfall dodge like that. I watched part of Nexus's video, Sai, on the Millennia no hit, no roll, whatever restrictions, but I didn't watch all of it. And I should have. I saw him practicing Morgoth the other day though, and it was really cool. I don't know if it's new, Mouse. I don't really keep up with no roll strats. I'm not familiar with them. So when I see them, it looks cool. Chronicles of No Hiddick, yep. That's me. No more like 3 heads or whatever. It's Chronicles of No Hiddick. Did Marshall do Gambit or Unseen Form in his run, by the way? Because I think his weapon is a Faith build, right? So surely he went Gambit. You do say a lot of weird stuff, Spectre, but surely everybody does, so it's fine. I get used to it eventually. Actually, to be honest, I grew up with a really big family that's like super weird, and my girlfriend's family is also like pretty large and very weird, so I'm pretty used to like all the weird comments, and they don't really bother me. I've heard so much like weird stuff that I just like, it's just, well, there's another one. There's another fucking weirdo out there on the street. You know how it is. Glad I got those Kukris by the dragon though. I used a lot more on this run than I thought I would. That's not what I meant to do. Doesn't get you. Who's the weirder one between Spectre and Jode? Good person to monitor ethics and compliance. Yeah. Andrew, good RNG, dude. Actually, I don't think I need sleep pods with this phase 2 strat, so throw those away and put endurance back in. Okay, moment of truth. Actually, I already have a Millennia save, so should be fine. So I had some pretty rough attempts of her yesterday. That is cheating. Dude, I swear I pushed B. That is tragic. This happened yesterday too. Like I had a good run and then I got to Melania. I just wasn't expecting it, that's all. Still finished strong though, surely. Dude, what is happening to me? Oh my god, that's unfortunate. Tragic. Dude, I don't know why. I haven't felt very comfy on Melania lately. I don't know if it's my controller or like not playing for so long or the weapon or what. I think she's probably this save. Good run, but Melania, yeah. Like, and the sad thing is, Zephyr, I used to no-hit her all the time for bingo. Like, I was really good at her on bingo. I practiced her a lot. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the break or the weapon or the controller or like a combination of everything, but she feels so foreign to me now, and it's really bothersome. Especially this, because I didn't get the stagger here, which I probably shouldn't try and get, to be honest. Oh, easy waterfall skip, dude. I also did the phase 2 a bit early. Second try, just like yesterday, dude. Still, like, pretty good, though. Like, even the first fight wasn't that bad. I don't fight her every day, I forget everything. Yeah, I think that's part of it, is I've kind of just forgotten a lot, and I'm, like, not as comfy with it. Plus, new controller definitely is a little... Like, I'm kind of warming up to it still, I guess. Plus, I still can't decide if I like, the L2 punishes. Mash the buttons and break it in. I don't think I want to do that. Double backspoke. No, you can just do it at the start, I think, but for this weapon, if I go into phase 2 with the Ash of War, it does this, and I can't do the backsteps. Claw with it? I do claw occasionally. Nice and sticky. I would kill myself, actually. I hate, my hands get really sweaty when I play games, and I hate it. So, yeah, like, see there, I don't get the stagger. So a lot of times I wash my hands, like, in the middle of gaming sessions because I don't like my hands being sticky. I'm not doing that again. I think I did enough of that yesterday to learn it doesn't work. In the summer, yeah. I get it honestly all the time because I usually have like a blanket or something covering my legs because I'm like a baby and I want to be wrapped up. But I usually get pretty sweaty all the time when I play games. They call me a sweaty gamer 44. People know me on Twitch as Chronos02, but in League of Legends it's Sweaty Gamer 44. Or whatever number I said. That was so risky for no reason. AI Nick Gage ridiculous questions. Good old AI, dude. Good old AI. It's like, I don't think this is safe. And yet I keep doing it. I keep doing stuff that's not safe, is the problem. Okay, I have like a real question for people who actually like know how to fight Malenia. What am I supposed to do when she gets flipped in the air like that? What is this good, safe punish I can do with the modded Meteoric Blade that I'm sure people are very familiar with using? Your controller? It's probably for the best. I don't clean my controller as often as I should because of how sweaty my hands get. Like, I should clean it way more often, but I just, like, I don't really know how to clean it. Like, I tried using a toothpick, I've tried using, like, a brush and stuff. My brother recommended a straw cleaner, I think, and said that works really well. That's not safe. Knock her in there while she's starting Waterfell. What does she do when she stands up from her post? Well, I've tried that, Zephyr, and the problem is it's not safe. At least not in phase 2. Like phase 1, like I can do a charge R2, but it doesn't stagger her like it does after. So like, yes, but also no. Of course, I don't have a save with this dang sword. Match day is Saturday at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time, and it's a 1v1. Yeah, I think in part 2, like an R1 is safe. It feels a little sketchy, but I think it is safe. And then, like, in phase 1, the charge R2 is okay, but she can still do, like, her little parry thing out of it, which kind of sucks. Check this out. Damn, that was really cool. Okay. Like, she has hyper armor during that, so she's not gonna stagger, is the problem. You're so dumb. Because, like, the knock up into the air is really nice. Except for... Like, I prefer charge R2s, but that extra bolt misses, like, at least half the time. Nice one. So yeah, that's like the biggest issue with her is like, this is such a good punish, but I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I just don't do anything. Yeah, basically to answer your question a bit better, so it's a 1v1. We both do the same run with different weapons, and whoever has fewer hits wins. That's crazy. What would Lank do? Well, Lank dropped out of the tournament, and I feel like it's too late for that. So, unfortunately, I think that's a no-go. More buffs. Do the opposite. Okay, let's get crazy here, dude. Imagine trying to parry that move, dude. Imagine drinking your physic while she's doing that move in the middle of a boss fight and then she kills you and you have to redo the whole fight in the middle of a bingo match. Couldn't be me. Yeah, there was a bingo match where I was killing Melania, and I was styling on her, dude. It was such a good kill, and then I drank my physic during her flower, and she killed me in 2 hits. And I was like, well, that sucks. And then I had to redo the fight. And it almost cost us the game. But it didn't quite cost us the game. I don't know why I did that so badly. You know what? I think I'm overthinking this. I don't need to get 8 million punishes in. I just need to kill her. It seems like she... After she gets up from a not stagger, she like always does the kick. See? There it is again. There it is again. Not bad. Numa, thank you so much for the raid, dude. How was your stream? How was the night rain? What's up, Dreadcoast? How are you and what level did you beat Mark of the Fell Omen? On this run? I don't know, probably like level 20? Level 20-ish? I'm not sure, but on my first playthrough, probably like level 10, I was stubborn though. I just stood there and hit her, or hit him till he died. It's a game. Yeah, that's fair. I think, honestly, I think Night Rain's a good game, but I think it has a lot of improvement it needs. Like, a lot of improvement. Have you played the DLC at all, or just the base game? Should bleed here, I think. Yep. Oh, Deep at Night with DLC? That's your fault, not mine. Just for the record. Yeah, Deep at Night, honestly, I think Deep at Night's kind of shit. In my honest opinion, I think it's a not good game mode. I mean, the DLC, I think it's a bit too much, but it's cool. It's just, I don't like it very much. Yeah, blame Numa. Yeah, that's fair. It does give you a reason to play. I don't think it's a good reason personally, but because I think it's fun up until like depth 3 or 4, and then I think at that point it kind of turns into like a not fun simulator. Because like you kind of just get one shot by everything, and that's not fun for me, at least. Level 24, level 5 staff, and level 5 short sword. Level 5 is not, it's not bad for market, but like you can get much higher. But you can always, yeah, Zephyr, that's a good point. Like you can always go and do other things. Like you don't have to just sit there and like bang your head against him. Like you can there's 165 bosses in the base game alone, 42 in the DLC. Spoiler alert, I guess. Sorry, but like there's so many other things to do other than just sit there and like try and kill Margit and get upset that people are like telling you you're not good enough or like you're doing it wrong or whatever. Like play the game how you want to play it and enjoy it. It's a game. It's meant to be enjoyed. And if people are gonna like gatekeep by skill gap or summons or magic or whatever, like it doesn't matter. Although to be fair, Astrologer is... I don't think any of the starting classes are bad, but I think that one is weaker early in the game. So like it makes sense that that would have more issues against Margit than like Vagabond or Samurai or something. Versus like some other class. Yeah, Astrologer early game is pretty rough. Because the 2 spells you get are bad and the short sword is also bad. So like you're limited in your attacks and your attacks are not great. What's up, Painter? How's it going, dude? Plus, a big part of Elden Ring just takes a lot of time to get used to. Like, if you haven't played a Souls game before, it's very different. And it's gonna take a little bit to get used to. It's a very... I don't know if I'd say punishing, but it is like a punishing game. It's about learning more than other stuff, I guess. Something about your name color? How'd you realize? Should get a stagger here, I think. Yep. Baba Blast. That's funny. I think this is better, dude. I think just R1 is better. Phase 1 is not as good, but I'm scared to do anything else. Phase 2, R1 is the way to go. Yeah, exactly. I probably shouldn't do that, because this is a shorter katana. It's a blank. She really likes doing the kick out of it. Like she either does double kick, the double swipe, or like kick into knuckle. Like it's always a good punish chain, I feel. Luana's cameo? Oh, I could actually get that in the DLC. How long do you have to hold it for it to buff? I mean, to be fair, I have, I guess, 3 good talismans. Sword Seal's not great, but it is stats and stamina and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty quick. At least not on this one, because it's... Wait, 1 second? That's pretty insane, dude. Liza P knows harder boss Souls-like game? Battering the boss looks tougher than Liza P boss? Yeah, I think 45%. Holy shit, that's kind of insane. Like, I don't want to go all the way to Moog and get it, but like, I'm already in Snowfields. I'm already at Ordina. Moog's like a couple minutes away. You can get Shackled in the sewers because that's where I get my 7. We run to Graveside Plain. We don't even need Skaduki poopy garbage trash can fragments, and then we go pick up Rolana's cameo from the Hell Sorcerers. Is that even... Should I do that? That sounds so stupid. Rolana, Mesmer. Even Gaius, I think you could get it. Because you'd have to do the back way. There's the Knight in the Way, which you can probably sneak past the Knight. And then there's the Soldier. You'd have to sneak past the other one, but I think you can sneak past all those. There's a Sniper on the roof, but I think... you can probably sprint past him, but be careful from the Memory of Grace out, because this guy's aggro for decades. But the front way, you couldn't go the front way, because it's next to Munrithil. And that's right where the snipers are.
Heed my word.
But yeah, anyway, I think
I
think
blade.
Dread Coast, I think that, like, Liza P is a different game, so the bosses are going to feel different. Plus, it's a parry-based system more so than dodge, which is what Elden Ring is. So it's a little, like, it's a little different. It's going to be a little trickier to adjust to. Stagger. Bleed. Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna stop punishing that kick. Ah, of course, dude. That's what I'm scared of on the R1 punishes too, is that quick attack. Hate to see it. Especially when I'm like point blank against her. I feel like that attack hits sooner than... Maybe I'm just like trash, but I feel like it does hit a little bit sooner when you're point blank. Also, Zephyr, I might have been a little confused by your question earlier, but the backsteps are not hard to do. Like, you can just do it right at the start of phase 2. It doesn't have to be a queued input or something. Probably should have rolled that just for safety. See, I really need to stop doing that because this katana's a bit shorter than hers. That's a little sketchy. Oh, I see. You watch her legs, bro? What the heck? Not bad, just the one double quick slash. And yeah, use one throwing dagger. Like, I'm probably not gonna need throwing daggers. Don't think it makes much sense. Yeah, like, I already do a lot of damage, and that little bit probably won't make a big difference. Like, maybe it would let me one cycle duo or something, but like... Is that really that big of a deal? Probably not. Oh, okay, it actually would be nice on Gideon, though. That is actually something I didn't think about. Oh, okay. I usually watch, like... I usually backstep twice, but if I don't backstep, I just watch the flower, and it, like, does something. I know that's very helpful. It does something. But yeah, I don't know, Rolana's cameo... Like... On Rolana? Yeah, it does something. Okay, on Rolana, I think you could make it work if you outspace and hold it and then do it. It's a little sketchy because she could maybe do like her quick uppercut. Gaius? You probably have a couple opportunities on Gaius, right? Mesmer is a bit trickier, but even then I still think you have a chance. As far as base game goes, who would I even use it on? Let me look at the weeks real quick. Because... I could see it being helpful on Malenia, but... Like, is it worth killing Mohg and picking it up? Because to get it, like, it's probably like at least 10 minutes to get it. It makes my time a bit closer to 3 hours. Because I have to go to the teleporter, I have to go to Mohg, I have to kill Mohg. I have to go into DLC at that point, which, like, is right there, but I have to go around Castle Insis. I would drop backwards, because that's safer than the horrible 3 mages that are there. So you drop backwards, you sneak around the night, assuming you can do that, which I think you can with stealth plus the assassin's cloak. You'd have to deal with the spear guy, which should be easy, I think. And then you can sneak around behind the soldiers on the top. You go backwards. I don't know if you can open that gate, but I think there is another... You've piqued my interest, Lank. Screw you, man. How dare you? That is not what I meant. Oops. For one thing, you have limited uses. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Maybe it's not worth it. Anybody know what this grace would be called? In Skaduki Altus. I think it's just called Skadu Altus. Maybe it's this one. Does anybody know this grace I'm thinking about in my head that I haven't said out loud at all? Like, I don't know. It could be really cool, but like, I just... Maybe on the DLC runs, but that's it. Where the fuck is this, bro? Oh, I do know where this is, actually. This is not at all where I want to be. I guess I'll just give myself Morth Ruins. It's pretty close to this. Because I don't think it would be too bad to go pick up, but it is like a big time loss to go get it. And yeah, like I wouldn't be able to use it in enough spots because like I'm not going to use it on... Like I think on this run, the only time I would use it is Malenia. The rule change, yeah, for the tiebreakers and finals. Is it only in finals or is it throughout the regular season too? Semis and okay. Yeah, I think it's. I like the speed aspect, but I think it's more fitting to do that, honestly. So I think what you could do is this. I don't think he'll see me. Beautiful. The only downside is you have to go all the way around Insis. Yeah, I mean time loss, yes, but I feel like the time loss is pretty major. Like it would put me pretty close to 3 hours. Is the only thing. How long is this? This is 2 hours 20. And I think that's with the +0 Malenia kill, so maybe closer like 215, 217-ish. So this is where it gets tricky though, because there is a guy over there. But I think we can go here maybe and drop down right on top of it. Yeah, because that's a shield. But then this is Moonrathel on the right, kind of, and then the thing. Like, it's pretty simple to get, to be fair. Oh. That felt like instant. How long does this last? How do I know when it's active? There's no, like, visual for it or anything. What the heck? Surely that's fine. The boss getting one shot? Okay. Like there seriously wasn't a visual for it at all. Like it's just maybe you have it, maybe you don't. Who knows? Unless this doesn't count as like holding your stance, but like surely it does, right? Because like the unsheath counts, doesn't it? And is it, how long does the buff last? Oh my god. Oh, it's working all right. What the fuck? I'm getting this. Oh, holy shit. What the fuck, man? That was like 2,000 damage bonus. What the? That was 5,200 damage, dude. There's no way that's not worth picking up. Oh my god. It is heavy energy that's pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie, but... Oh my god, dude, there's no way that's real.
The mark of a true lord.
God damn it, Link, that's even more tempting now, dude. I need you to drop out. Let me go take a peek. Real quick. None of my discords are loading. Dude, there's no way. Okay. So there are 3 DLC runs. I would get it on all 3. I will not get it on smithing percent. And that's all I remember. Yeah, I don't know if anybody has a stance weapon mouse. I don't know of a single person who does. I don't know everybody's weapons, but I don't think so. Oh, actually, oh my god, Spectre does. Spectre, oh my god, Spectre's weapon is gonna be broken, hold on. What's his called? Oh my god, yeah, that's a stance, dude. Holy shit, wait a second. Don't tell Spectre. Someone should tell him. With the bow buff? Wait, what do you mean the bow buff? I don't know what that is. Dude. Don't mind me. Oh, a bow, not a bow.
Well, you're back.
Is Spectre here right now? Someone's gotta tell him, dude. This is stupid.
Well, then I presume.
I don't know how to use his weapon though, by the way. I don't know how to do the buffs and stuff. Yeah, holy shit. Do I have cameo? No, I don't. Dude. Isn't his a dex weapon though? I think it is, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna need to switch my stats real quick. Oh my god, this is not happening. This is not happening. Okay, let's calm down. Everybody calm down. Put your pants back on, okay? Everything is fine. Dude, okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're chilling, dude. Yeah, I was gonna put Bloodflame Blade on, but I think it might be better this way, Mouse. I think you're right. Dude, I was supposed to make dinner. Yeah, here I am, like, testing the shit. How do you do the RKR buff thing? Don't tell me what to do with my PC. What the? This is a gun! Inspector doesn't have a sword, he has a gun. Okay. Oh my god, you're cooking in the wrong place, true. What's up, Nova? Okay, let me do like 15 strength or whatever. and then 70 dex. Okay, so there we go. Okay, that's the Knight's Resolve. So okay, if this doesn't one-shot her, I'm gonna be really disappointed, by the way. A cannon? Yeah, true. That's true. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons. That's pretty good. That was like 2 hits, dude. Yeah, I didn't do the flute. I think you're right. Is that another, like, unique buff? I don't know what buttons I'm pushing. I can't rebuff. Dude, I don't know if I'm actually getting the buff or not. Oh my god. I don't even know if I was getting the buff on that. PS air slashes. I can't use this, dude. My brain is not big enough to use this weapon. I'm just there's too many attacks on it. I'm not sure if it's as effective for him though, because yeah, I don't know if it hits all of them. Like, I don't know if it gives the buff on all of the hits. Okay, so we do this. And there's a flute. That's not the flute. This is not a flute. That's not a flute. Ah! That's sick, dude. That is actually so sick. I should have picked this weapon. Still don't know what I'm doing, but I understand a little more now. Okay, I feel like I'm just... Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, okay. It's gonna be like the same amount of damage. Dude, wait, that attack does a lot of damage. Oh, what's up, Structor? How's it going, dude? Holy smokes. Oh, she doesn't get staggered out of that. Dude. Holy fuck. Okay, yeah, that's the one, dude. That was without in phase. Oh my god. Okay. Other one applies to both hits. Dude, holy crap. Okay, does the flute buff stack with other stuff? Do you know? I don't know how long I have to play it. It's a body buff. Oh, so it takes over my golden vow. Is it better than? That's not body. It was howl. Yo, that's a lot of fucking damage. Dude, holy shit. You put her to sleep here? Oh my god, you probably kill her. Yeah, that's with Cameo, dude. Oh my god. Dude, how much did that first hit do? That's insane. Oh my god, that is insane. Yeah, Spectre, you might want to look into getting Cameo, dude. That thing is broken. It boosts my damage by like 2,000-ish. I don't know how much you do, but it boosted it by about 2,000. Oh my god. I cannot believe that this is allowed. This actually just feels like cheating. No, I'm switching my stats for dex. I have 80. Actually, I think I have 99 dex. 95 dex. Perfectly fair, yeah, surely. Dude, this is so stupid. I mean, my weapon can do a lot of damage, but like this in one hit is insane. 10,000. Dude. Yeah, S dex scaling. Dude, what the hell is this? I wonder what would happen if you did sleeper here. Oh my god. I knew I should have picked this fucking weapon. That is insane. That is insane, dude.
The mark of a true lord. Oh, dear Mikola.
You missed the second hit of R1?
Dearest Mikola.
Do you really?
My brother. I'm sorry.
I wonder if this counts as stance as well. Dude, this is so just. Did I really? That is crazy, man. I didn't notice it, but that is crazy. Oh my. I might want to go get this Spectre. Just saying. I feel like the only thing is like you're almost guaranteed. Like you're almost guaranteed to get Waterfall in the opener, but still. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. One of those missed. Or, I mean, both of those hit. It's 1500. I doubt this counts as stance. 1509. Yeah, I don't think that counts. What run am I gonna get it in and what bosses will be useful? I think, so we were talking about that. I think you get it on bare minimum all 3 DLC runs. I think if you outspace Rolana, it'll work. It's gonna be tricky, but I think you can outspace some of her attacks and use it. On Mesmer, definitely the starter explosion in phase 1 and phase 2. Other than that, I'm not sure. And I think Gaius will have some windows. Other than that, like, I don't know where you would really get it, but I think at least the 3 DLC runs I'm gonna get it. I'm tempted to get it on this run too, but I think it's stupid. Like, I don't think I should. But like, it is really tempting. Because it is a lot of damage it adds. So, yeah, I think if you do get it, at least the 3 DLC runs, and see if you can like figure out where to use it. Because I was planning to outspace Rolana and hope that it works. Which I guess I could go make a save there. God, that is like just insane, dude. No bullet to it. True. True. Oh yeah, 2 sisters for Renala. Oh yeah, I forgot AI was still off. Yeah, 2 sisters for Renala. Maybe Red Wolf if you could. I don't know if Red Wolf would work, but you probably don't even need it for Red Wolf. I think I am gonna get it though, just because it is so strong. Yeah, I figured at Red Wolf for Nala plus 10, like they're probably not gonna stand a chance. I think I should just hold it. See, that's the cue to roll. That's the thing, is like I can't really do it on her stand up, and I keep trying to greed for it. I didn't want me to do that, bro. I'm just like trolling. Yeah, see, whenever she does that little backstep, it's really scary. Yeah, no worries, Spectre. Just as long as you are aware of the potential tech there. Yeah, see, like, I gotta be fast enough with it. Man, that is, like, actually surprisingly, insanely good. Dude. What in the world? It's just insane, dude. It is just actually insane. Let me go try it on Rolana. I'm gonna have to practice the DLC boss a little bit. I'm definitely rusty on them. Is it? I can't remember which grace it is. But yeah, I'm gonna have to practice the DLC boss, but I'm curious. Only 18 splits, yeah, true. True. I have an all great runes run I'm working on, but it's like seriously on the back burner. Okay, what is the one like right outside? It's called Castle Lord's Chamber or something. Yeah. And then yeah, I have like at least 2 all bosses runs in the backlog, if not if not more than that. Okay. Like, I think there's a couple spots you could use it here. Is this +0? That was really lucky. I did not think she was gonna do that follow-up. It's a little slow there. Yeah, like, I think there are a couple spots you can get it off on right there. It's a little weird, but like the double sorted double swipe, and then the there's some that I usually jump over, so I'm kind of like in habit of not backing up on those, but if you could back up on those, like if you can do it, I think it's worth it. Like this one? If you're not stupid, that'll work. Maybe you shouldn't do that one, because I usually jump over that one. Like, that's the bonus damage there. That's bonus damage. Doing this one. That's bonus damage. I forget she's like super resistant to slash, so this kind of doesn't do good damage. Plus the zeros could do. I forgot how I used to deal with that attack. I need to practice this boss for sure. What the f- What? So like you could outspace that one too, but I'm just not really used to that. Okay. I'm so rusty at this boss. Holy crap. See, like, I used to do something there and I don't remember what it was. I really need to practice roll on it because I used to go inwards when she did that and go backwards on the poke, and I had something to do to, oh, I'd loaded my save. I had something I did that like blocked or like dodge that follow-up when she does the spinny. But I don't remember what it was. Like, I think I'm just being too eager to go back in. So I really need to go back and practice her some. Which I will do before the Rolana week, which I think is like next week or the week after or something. I don't remember. Yeah, it's next week. Week 1 is Elden Beast Millennia, week 2 is Rolana Renala, so yeah, week 2 I will have to practice her before that, but that's fine. It's just like gonna be more of a D-rust than anything else, I think. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, you guys. That was good. That was fun. I mean, 1 hit run again to Melania, pretty much. I guess we had 2 hits on her, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, that was good, dude. That was still really good. I'm not gonna get Cameo for this, but it is really good to know that Cameo works for the DLC ones, and I'll have to practice her some to get some of that outspacing correct. So yeah, but yeah, that was good, dude. Good. It's really good to know about that. That Cameo, dude. That's insane. Anyway. Oh yeah, let me. Go here. Surely that didn't kill my Twitch stream because it does that sometimes. I'm gonna raid License. I know he's been working on DS2 stuff, but he's working on Sekiro right now for some event. I'm not sure what this event is, but it's probably pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was awesome. Good stuff today. Another good run. I will probably do a little bit of practice offline tomorrow, but I am not going to be streaming tomorrow. I will be back on Thursday, and we'll probably do more of this practice and maybe some DLC practice and stuff. But yeah, I mean, another pretty solid run. Just like a couple issues at the end with Melania, but I think it's just like a little bit of D-rust / getting used to my new controller with the different buttons and stuff. So yeah, overall, like, pretty good. But yeah, go wish Sense good luck on his practice, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Peace.